Hello everyone and welcome back to Age of Nagash, which is a channel dedicated to Age of Sigmar. And in this video it's going to be the first of presumably 5 articles we're going to get this week talking about the new Slaanesh, Hedonites of Slaanesh mortals we've got coming out. So in this one, the first one today, we're going to have 6 reasons you'll be captivated by the Hedonites of Slaanesh Battletome. So we're going to read through this. I'll be completely honest, I haven't actually read through this myself yet, been a bit pushed for time today, but I want to cover this for every day this week. That Warhammer Community put up an article about the Mortals for Slaanesh coming out, because I'm really excited about that release. I'm really pumped for it in a Slaanesh-y way. So apologies if I do some mispronunciations through this, but like I say, first time reading, so let's get on with it. But before we get started, I do just want to say, if you're excited about Slaanesh, all that sort of thing, let me know down in the comments, and it'll be great to have a talk about how cool this is going to be. But on with the reading of the article. So, first thing it says is a new Battletome is always an alluring prospect, especially when it is dedicated to the Dark Prince. We put together a top 10 list of our favourite bits from the new book, but we felt compelled to sacrifice them one by one until we arrived at just 6. The sacred number of the Prince of Pleasure. Completely agree with that. I think that's sorted. We also will have pictures throughout this. By the looks of things, we can see some new models here. Nothing new. We've already seen all these models, but they are very nice as well. And it gives us, nice thing about seeing this chap here is it gives us sort of a scale of how big he's going to be when we see him next to the other models. So going on first, it says War Scrolls for days, as they are going to have all the demons as well. So this is going to be a big book. So it says, you've seen the breathtaking models, but when you count up the War Scrolls, you'll find this book contains a whopping 11 new units. Talk about excess for good measure. There are also 3 additional War Scroll battalions granting extra boons to Slaanesh most loyal followers. That's cool. So 3 additional, so that might mean there's only 3 War Scroll battalions for the mortal stuff. That might be what it is, but if it is, that's a bit low. But you know, I don't want to just pick up the negatives here. So when it says 11 new units, I don't know if there's like another unit we haven't seen yet, where they're just going to go boom. See, there's 11 here. We only showed you 10. There might be. If that is the case, you know, obviously you can talk about it in the comments, and that'll be very cool to see. And I wouldn't mind that, but I think this is more than enough. And then it says number 2, the Sumptuous Stories, I think is how you pronounce that, and that is a lovely bit of artwork. That is really nice. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm actually going to get, I've decided to get the limited edition Battletome, so I'm really excited to get the book. But anyway, so it says, Broken Realms Marathi introduce some riveting narrative threads regarding the current state of the Dark Prince, and this book pulls indulgently on those strings. The short version, there's a very good reason that mortal followers of Slaanesh are rising up across every realm. Very excited to hear that. As I've always said, I've always been a big fan on mortals and chaos rather than the demons. Demons are cool, but you can just relate more to the mortals, right? You can see why they would worship these gods. So then number 3, we have more options than ever before. So the Hedonites can be roughly broken down into 3 categories, represented by different allegiance abilities and the artifacts of power. So there's something for every budding general's playstyle. The pretenders rely on hideously empowered generals. Godseekers are highly mobile and aggressive, and invaders are made up of fragile alliances between multiple warlords. If you like to play competitively, take a look at the recent Meta Watch for some tips on getting the most from your Hedonites. Alright, that's annoyed me, just because I'm not going to get into the FAQ sort of thing here and talk about that for ages, but firstly they say there's not enough data to be able to judge how anything's playing in the game, and then they suddenly go, hey, take a look at this Meta Watch where we can tell you how everything works, right? If you're saying there's no data, you can't make a bloody article about how much data there is, right? In a positive, strong way. But anyway, enough with that. So talking about this, so there's going to be those 3 different playstyles, which is interesting because they're the 3 we had in the last Hedonites of Slaanesh book. And the thing with that is it means that we're not going to get any more. I haven't got a problem with that at all, but it just means that, to me, I think the mortals will play very well with the demons. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It'll be nice to mix and match rather than just go, basically, you can do both, but if you want to play them fairly well, you have to pick either demons or mortals. I like the mixing, so hopefully we'll get there. And certainly in the pictures, as you can see here, they've done that. We've got Schlaxi Hellbane here. We've just got Keeper of Secrets. We've got some Slaanesh Fiends. We've got the Minotaur guys, or Slangors, I think they're called. And then we've got the archers, demons here, and then obviously the lovely new paladin. Right, okay, then going up to number 4, so mix things up with mortal unit. Okay, that's probably exactly what I was just talking about, which is cool. Some really nice pictures here. I know they're all at the back, but I love those Seekers. My favourite models in this whole release. This is really nice, obviously, but God, it will take forever to paint, and these guys are really good. I really like the whole range. It's just lovely, right? But I am probably going to use my Slaves of Darkness Slaanesh in this army rather than buying a whole new Hedonites army. So it says the Bartis, yeah, I think that's how it says. Slaanesh Immortal followers are stronger than ever, with options to fill a variety of battlefield roles. It's now entirely possible to have a complete army with no demonic units in it. The new choices not only give a twist on Slaanesh's aesthetic, seen first on the Dread Penguin, Warhammer Community's Underworld. Okay, just then, when you first saw their warband for Warhammer Underworlds, they also include powerful leaders, support heroes, and plenty of fast, hard-hitting units. It's a fresh way to collect, build, and play the Hedonites, offering loads of opportunities to try new things. How appropriate. Yeah, very appropriate for Slaanesh, but that's interesting. So I just said they work well together, and now they're sort of hinting that maybe one of them separately, so we'll have to wait and see. But no, that's cool. Hopefully they work well together and separately. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Okay, and then going on to experimenting with unusual paint schemes. Okay, so it's like the painting part of the book that we are used to now, and I don't just want to gloss over it. It's nice, especially if you're struggling with ideas. I'm a quick line. That black and white one's quite nice there. I've already got my own Slaanesh paint scheme, and if you're already watching this and you already do Slaanesh, you're going to have your own as well. But if you don't, there's some nice alternatives here, because these models, we just look at them a bit, they're not going to be the quickest to paint. I'm happy to be proven wrong on that, but you can just see all the intricate details here, especially like if you just look at what's the word, like the loincloth or something here. We can just see like there's not just like one string or hanging down here with a pendant on it as an example. We've got then different ones and lots of different colours to paint these guys. So I don't think they'll be the easiest to paint, but like I say, I'm happy to be proven wrong on that. And then we have the next bit, which is sink your teeth into unsettling artwork, where you can just see it's gory. The the Daughters of Cain always seem to be the victims here against the Slaanesh, but I'd say I just played a tournament at the weekend and got my arse handed to me by 2 Daughters of Cain army, so I'm more than happy to see this 100%. But no, that's cool. And I'll be honest, the Slangors look really cool here, because I don't know if I'm ultimately sold on them at the moment, but I think that may change when I see them in person. But the artwork here is really, really cool. Now it says, as you might expect from such a strange and beautiful army, the art in this book is mind-blowingly good. You'll find yourself drawn into a disturbingly exquisite art on these pages. The Dark Prince would have it no other way. Take a look at a few more pieces if you're convinced. We'll click on that in a second. Over the next few days, we'll be exploring Battletome's Hedonites of Slaanesh in more detail. We're sure you're hungry for more. If the idea of the army has your creative juices flowing, treat yourself to start collecting Demons of Slaanesh, blah, 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 to start all that sort of thing. I'll be honest, if you're liking the models, don't get to start collecting Demons, because if you like the model, personally, myself, basically, I think the new Mortals look absolutely 10 times above the Demons. So apart from the newer sort of like, Slaanesh, Fiends of Slaanesh or Keepers and stuff, but that Start Collecting box, yeah, these models are 10 times cooler. So if you're itching to go and you prefer these models, don't buy that straight away. You only got a week to go. They're just trying to sell you stuff. So I will just quickly cook at the... so they've got a few more stuff. Okay, we've already been through this. Yeah, I did a video on this. That's fine. It's very nice artwork, but we have already done this one. So what's that popped up? Okay, just that, we don't need that. Okay, so and then also I was right when I said over the next few days they'll be talking about doing more Warhammer Community articles, which are expected because they usually do that to a lead up of a Battletome release, which is cool. And we're going to get that for Slaanesh as well. So I'm going to try and do it every day, guys. If you would like me to do that every day, and when this video goes up shortly, please, like I say, smash that like button, because to me, I know that means you guys want me to do this, because if you guys basically are not too bothered about me collecting... not me collecting Slaanesh, but me doing videos on their upcoming release, then I won't simply do them, because it just saves a bunch of time. But if you guys are interested in me doing these things, essentially just reading through and giving you my thoughts, really, these quick videos, let me know by smashing that like button. And more importantly, though, comment down below your sort of thoughts, because I would be really interested to hear fellow Slaanesh enthusiasts about the new release, because it's really exciting. you can tell I'm really looking forward to it. And also, if you did enjoy the video and you haven't already, make sure you press that subscribe button, as that really does help the channel, as I always say so. And then if you haven't, make sure you press that bell notification as well. Just press it. It really helps out the channel, as well as commenting, liking and subscribing. Of course, those 4 things absolutely free and really help the channel and just are practically 4 clicks. And then also, of course, I do want to say a massive shout out to my patrons, because of them I can keep on making Age of Sigmar videos to try and help as many of you people as possible get into Age of Sigmar and help you learn the game system and try and play it best you can. So these guys really are the reason I can keep doing this. So that's going to be my Morgasts, which are Sandback and Johnathan H, and Filq and Bleed Red. Guys, at that tier, you are giving so much support. I really don't know how to thank you every time I read your names out, but thank you so much, genuine from the bottom of my heart. And of course, my vampires, who do a fantastic job as well, which is Mir, Martin S, Rouse321 and David A. And then, of course, my necromancers that all come together and help. It's going to be Jacq.l, RadiationRiley, AW77, Dice Sagas, WolfNick, Michal W, Quad, Cranky Wombat, Christopher F, Christopher C, and Ronni H. So guys, thank you so much for your continued support. As I always say, if it wasn't for you guys, wouldn't be able to do this. And I would also like to say is, if you would like to help the channel out a bit more than just liking, subscribing, bell notification, commenting any of your thoughts down below, you can also become a patron. There'll be a link to it at the top of my description down below. Even if you just clicked on it and consider giving $1 a month, it massively goes towards me being able to keep this up, essentially. It basically helps me financially with the channel, but also in the terms of just for me to be able to justify making these videos that hopefully you guys enjoy. But with that aside, guys, all I want to do is say a massive shout out for you watching this. Thank you so much for watching and viewing, and I just hope you're excited by the new Slaanesh size we've got coming out. The Mortals are going to be awesome. So until next time, guys, remember to wash your hands, stay safe, wear a mask, and for God's sake, be hygienic. In a Slaanesh way, shall we say, so we can all start gaming again soon, especially for when the Slaanesh is released. That'll be nice. We can get those painted and get them gaming at some point this year. Hopefully, maybe. But more importantly, remember that Nagash is all, and all is one in Nagash.